Hi. In my previous video, I explained how to record the accounting transactions in journal book. I'm going to explain in this video how to post the ledger from given journal entries. Normally, ledger accounts closed at the end of the financial year. After closing ledger accounts, we will find balance amounts of the ledger accounts. After that, we have to record those balance amounts in a statement known as trial balance. This trial balance, it consists the balances of the ledger accounts. Let's go to the illustration. In first journal entry, it says about the capital. Cash brought as capital. So we have to prepare first to record this entry. One capital account, another one is cash account. After that, in our second journal entry, it says about the purchase, that a credit purchase. So the creditor's name has mentioned here. So the first thing we have to prepare the purchase account, and as well as we have to prepare the Shiva account, the creditor of the firm, because we have purchased goods but yet we have not paid the money. In third journal entry, it says about the purchase of a building. So for record this journal entry in ledger accounts, we have to prepare one building account and cash account, but we no need to open again and again one ledger account because of already it has opened here in first journal entry. So we can record this journal entry also in the same account. Next one, in that case also about the purchase, but in this case this is an cash purchase. So we opened already the purchase account there, so no need to open again, and the cash account also there, already opened. In other journal entry, it says about the credit sales. So to whom we sold the goods, that person known as debtor of the firm. So the person's name has mentioned here, Ravi account. We have to prepare another account, that Ravi account. The other one, sales account, because sales account we didn't open till now. After that, in other entry, that cash paid to Shiva. So Shiva is an creditor for the firm, because already there is a credit transactions mentioned in previous journal entry. So we have opened already the Shiva account, no need to open again, and the cash account also there. So in other journal entry also, it receiving cash from the firm's debtor. So the already cash account also there, and Ravi account also there, opened already, so no need to open again. And in final journal entry, it says about the paying the salary. So salary account yet we didn't open, so we have to open one salary account. So we have opened all type of ledger accounts, whatever required for record these journal entries. So let's record the entries. In our first journal entry, it says about the cash brought as capital. So when we record the cash in cash account is an asset type of account. So when we record, if it's increase, we have to record in debit side of cash account, or if it decrease, we have to record it in credit side, because of that's an asset type of account. And the capital account, if it increase, we have to record it in credit side. If it decrease, we have to record it in debit side. In this first entry, cash brought as capital. So first we will write the date, first June 2007, to capital. Five lakhs. Because in this case we give one description as particulars, we have to write the name in which account we are going to record the opposite entry of this entry. So this is an capital, cash brought as capital. So in this case we are going to record the opposite entry in capital account. So we have written here to capital. So our other entry will come in credit side of the capital account. This is the ledger account. So the left hand side known as the debit side, as well as right hand side known as the credit side. So we record in cash account debit side, we are going to record in capital account credit side, because of whenever the capital increase we have to record in that particular capital account credit side. Because we are writing here as cash, because this opposite entry is we have written in cash account. So 5 lakhs. Other entry. In this case it's saying about the credit purchase. So we are going to record in purchase account, as well as we have to prepare one Shiva account as creditor of the firm. Purchase is an expense type of account. So whenever the expense type of accounts increase, at that time we have to record in debit side of that particular account. When it decrease, we have to record in credit side of that particular account. So in this purchase, it increasing the expense, so we have to record in debit side of the purchase account. 3/6/2007 to Shiva account, because of we have to record the opposite entry of this entry in Shiva account, 80,000. The opposite entry of that purchase, 3/6/2007 by purchase. Because of we are recording credit side of in this ledger account, because of the creditors, the liability type of accounts are increasing in the side of credit, and when it decrease, we have to record in debit side. So the Shiva is an creditor for the firm. Creditors are liability type of accounts, so we are recording in credit side because of the creditors are increasing, 80,000. In other entry, the 5th of June 2007, building purchased 3 lakhs. So in this case, two ledger accounts are related. One is building account, another one is cash account. So both are asset type of accounts. One is building increasing because we are purchasing building, and we are paying cash. So cash is decreasing. So in this transaction, building increase. Building is an asset type of account. So whenever the asset type of account increase, we have to record in debit side. So in 5th June 2007, building purchased for 3 lakhs. This opposite entry we have to record in cash account because we are paying cash. In cash account, cash also is a type of account. So when we pay the cash, cash decrease. So we have to record in credit side of the cash account. The other entry is in 7th of June 2007, goods purchased for cash. So 70,000. The same way, the purchase is an expense type of account. So when it increases, we have to record in debit side. Cash purchase for in 7th of June, goods purchased for cash 70,000. So the opposite entry of this journal entry will come in cash account. We have to record in credit side of the cash account because of cash is reducing of the firm because we are paying cash and receiving goods. Next, 10th June 2007, the goods sold to Ravi. Because of the whenever a name mentioned, there are credit sales or purchase happened. So there is a name mentioned Ravi. So this is an credit sales. Whenever firm sold the goods on credit terms, it makes the debtors. So debtors are as a type of account because of debtors has to pay the money to the firm. So Ravi to 80,000 goods sold, valued 80,000 goods sold to Ravi. We have to record in Ravi account as well as sales account. Sales is an income account because we are receiving one income. June 2007, goods sold to Ravi. So sales to sales account 80,000. When we sell the goods, at that time sales increase, so we are receiving income accounts of types. Whenever it increase, we have to record in credit side of that particular account. Whenever it decrease, we have to record in credit side of that particular account. So in this case, whenever a sales happen, it increase the income, so we have to record in credit side. The next journal entry. In this case, it says about the cash paid to Shiva. Shiva is an creditor of the firm, because previously we saw one credit transaction, is that credit purchase. So through this credit purchase he became a creditor of the firm, so firm has to pay the money to Shiva. So in this entry firm has paid the 10,000 to Shiva, so we have to record this entry. Through this entry it reduced the Shiva account. Shiva is an liability type of account because of he is a creditor to the firm. So whenever the liability types of accounts decrease, we have to record in debit side of the ledger account. So June 15th 2007, cash paid to Shiva to cash account 10,000. The opposite entry will come in cash account. June 2007 by Shiva. Because in this case we are paying cash, so cash is reducing. Cash is an asset type of account. Whenever the cash reduce, we have to record in credit side of the ledger account. In other journal entry, it says about the receiving cash from Ravi. Ravi is an debtor for the firm. So in this case, cash is increasing because we are receiving the cash. But the Ravi, he is a debtor. Debtor also a asset of the firm. So whenever asset decrease, we have to record in credit side of that particular ledger account. On 25th of June 2007, we are receiving cash. To Ravi account 30,000. In Ravi account, Ravi is an debtor. Debtor is an asset type of account, but in this case it decreasing because of we received the cash. So the entry will come in credit side of Ravi account. By cash 30,000. In last journal entry, it says about the salary payment. So in this case, we are paying cash. Cash is going out. So the cash is decreasing, and the salary is an expense type of account of the firm. So whenever the expense type of account increase, we have to record in debit side of that particular ledger account. June 2007. To cash account 15,000. We have paid cash, so cash reduce. We have to record in credit side of the cash account. By salary account. After post the all and every journal entries, we have to close the ledger accounts. Before close the ledger account, we have to analyze whether the maximum amount is existing in left hand side or the right hand side. which is the maximum amount we have to enter to the both side. After that we have to balance the account. If we see here in the cash account, we are getting in debit side 5,30,000. In other case, we are getting less than 5,30,000. So the maximum amount is 5,30,000. We have to enter to the both side. 5,30,000. 5,30,000. After that we have to balance the amount. We'll get one balance amount. After balancing the amount, we get one amount in debit side or the credit side. Which amount we are getting as balance, so we have to carry down that amount to the next financial year. So when we find the balance from credit side, we have to bring it into debit side because of we got this amount because of the debit side is the maximum amount. So we deduct the credit side balances and everything. We got excess amount as excess amount 1,35,000. So we have to bring it into the debit side of the financial year of next year. So we'll get this amount to carry down 1st of July 2007 to balance brought down. BD means brought down, as well as CD means carried down. 35,000. In the same way, we have to close each and every ledger accounts. We close the sales account, $80,000. So there is no amount in debit side of the sales account. So we'll record the same amount in debit side. End of the financial year, it has to carry it down 36/2007 to balance carried down. It will record here 1st 7th 2007 by balance brought down. The same way, cash account. Cash account also, we find the amounts in debit side only, so we'll calculate 1,50,000. There is no amount in credit side, so 1,50,000. 1,50,000. (2007) by balance carried down, same amount for the next financial year. Brought down. In salary account, only 15,000 in debit side, So we'll write that amount in both sides. The balance carried down. 30 2007 to the next financial year. First 7 2007. Balance brought down. In this case, Shiva account, we find the amounts in both sides. We have to take the maximum amount from which side we get. We have to take that amount and we have to record in both sides. So in debit side we find 10,000. In credit side we are finding the 80,000. So we have to record 80,000 both sides. We have to balance. Which side we find less amount, we have to balance on that side. So 70,000 to balance carried down. For the next financial year. Balance brought down 70,000. In this case, we find the debit side is maximum balance, maximum amount is in debit side, so we'll record that amount first. $80,000, 50,000, balance carried down. End of the financial year. To balance brought down. Start of next financial year. In capital account, there is 5 lakhs in credit side, so no balances in debit side. We'll take 5 lakhs. To balance carried down. End of the financial year. By balance brought down. In building account, there is an amount 3 lakhs in debit side. There is nothing in credit side. So we'll take the 3 lakhs and record both sides. So for balance the credit side, and we'll get the balance amount which we have to carry down. 07 first 7 2007 to balance brought down. After we balanced each and every ledger account, we found the balance amounts few are in debit side and few are we found in credit side. So we have to record all those balance amounts in the trial balance. So the trial balance is like an statement. I gave the introduction. So in this case we will record here, we will give the name of the ledger account and we'll record debit balances in this column, and we'll record the credit balances in this column. First, in this case, cash account. Cash account, we got the balance. We brought down the value 1,35,000. We got that balance from the debit side. So we have to record in debit side of the cash account. In trial balance, we have to record in debit side. So first, cash debit side 1,35,000. The second one, we found the sales account balance in credit side 80,000. We have to record in credit side of the trial balance in credit column. So we'll record as sales, how much we got, 80,000. So the same way we have to record the purchase account also, 1,50,000 debit balance. Purchase 1,50,000. The next account, in salary account. In salary account we got balance as 15,000 debit side. So we'll record in debit side of the salary account. Salary account 15,000 debit balance. The next one is Shiva account. In Shiva account we got the balance in credit side of the Shiva account. So we have to record in credit column of the trial balance. Shiva 70,000. The next one is the Ravi account. In Ravi account we got the balance in debit side of that account, 50,000. So we have to record in debit column of the trial balance. Ravi 50,000. And in capital account we found 5 lakhs balance in credit side of that capital account. So we have to record in the same side. As well as in building account we have balance amount 3 lakhs in debit side. So we have to record in debit side of the trial balance. Capital 5 lakhs credit balance. Building 3 lakhs debit balance. When we take the total amount of the trial balance, we have to get the equal amount from the both column, debitor as well as creditor side. because of we have recorded each and every transaction in two sides, in one account debit side, in another ledger account credit side. So let's calculate 6,50,000. So 6,50,000. If you have any doubts regarding this subject, please comment below, as well as press the subscribe button and bell button so you will get our upcoming videos.